I'm Oliver Richardson and this is my February review. The month started with round 2 of the Kimbolton Championship. In the first heat I started 12th and managed to make my way through to 5th. I ended the race with a fastest lap. Then in heat 2 I started 5th and went through to 4th, but unfortunately my throttle cable snapped when I was in 4th, so that ended my race halfway through. After the DNF in heat 2 it left me with 17th for the final. I managed to get a decent start up to 14th, but however that's where I stayed for most of the race because we had mechanical issues throughout and probably we had the wrong setup. The following weekend took us to Shennington, which was my first time there. In heat 1 I started 18th and managed to make my way through to 7th with very little knowledge of the track, and I also ended up getting the 3rd fastest lap. In the second heat I started 7th and I managed to make my way up to 4th. However, there was a racing incident on the last lap due to some tight close racing, which resulted in me being dropped back down to 12th. In heat 3 I started 16th and I ended up finishing 10th with some very close racing. In the final I started 7th and I made up a few places on the first lap, but however there was an incident on the second corner which resulted in me being put into 5th, and the front 5 were very spaced out, and then I kind of had to drive the rest of the race with a bent track rod. However, I still managed to keep my 5th position and finish with a trophy. Overall it was a very up and down month, but at the end I'm happy with what I managed to achieve.